Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about Checkoutmycards, or COMC as some would know it, and we're going to talk about pros and cons, and I have a mail day from them that I've been waiting for quite a while, and we'll do some card reveal for my personal collection. Stay tuned for that. Thank you. All right, so before I really get going here, I'd like to open it up for discussion in the comments. If you have any experience with Checkoutmycards, give me your pros and cons, because I'd like to see how other people in the community are receiving them. All right, so just some basic stats. Checkoutmycards is a website that's been around at least since 2009, because that's how long I've been a member. So I'm fairly certain that they've been around longer than that. But I've been dealing with them pretty regularly for the last 12 years. I'm looking at my account and I've sold $22,000 plus worth of cards on the site in that 12 years. That was 13,000 plus cards. I've shipped in 12,300 plus cards to the site, and I've purchased 4,000 plus cards from Checkoutmycards. So I've done a lot of business with them. So let's start with pros, because that's probably going to be shorter and easier to go over. One of the first pros is the site has been around a while, so it's got good infrastructure. The site runs really smoothly. There's they advertise over 25 million cards on the site, so there's quite a selection. One of the stories that I like to talk about is earlier this year, a player by the name of Joe Musgrove was like in the 7th inning of a potential no-hitter. And I was pretty excited. Him not being a prospect with the Padres, I didn't have any Musgrove cards. So I started getting notifications from ESPN that, we had a no-hitter going through 7. So I went onto the website real quick, and I was able to basically choose from all different types of Joe Musgrove cards that were not very expensive. And this was the one that I appreciated the most. It was like $12 on the site. And then he proceeded in the next hour to finish the no-hitter, and all of his cards spiked because that was the first Padres no-hitter of all time. So very happy to add that to my collection. I know it's Astros rookie, but that's okay. They all have to start somewhere. Also, another story, one of the people that I follow on Instagram is MK Sports Cards. He likes to post a lot of obscure stuff from the 90s. And I collected heavily in the 90s. I've been collecting my whole life since the 70s. And so I'll forget about certain cards. So he started talking about rubies. And I was like, okay, let's see if there's any Miami Dolphins or San Diego Padres on Checkoutmycards. And I found this John Avery. It wasn't very expensive. The cool thing about these cards is they're numbered. This one's numbered 27 out of 30. So I was very excited to look that up and pick that up for a few bucks. Yeah, so it's that kind of stuff. Checkoutmycards is very useful. It's a sad thing but true thing in the hobby that, like, when somebody passes away, first thing a lot of collectors do is they'll log on to eBay or Checkoutmycards and they'll look for people's autographs. I got kind of stung by that once. I had a Don Shula autograph card that I had on Checkoutmycards, and he passed away overnight. So when I woke up in the morning, I found out that he passed away, and the first thing I did was to log on, and I wanted to pull that card, and no, it was sold right away. So that was my fault for having that on there for sale and not cashing it in. So that's another pro would just be how easy it is to flip cards. You can literally go in, send $20 in through PayPal. I think that's the best thing of the site is the flippability of cards and just keeping the cards there. Some of the cons will come later, and that is if you actually want to take possession of cards. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so like I said, I'm kind of a sucker for them. I've been using them for quite a long time, but lately I feel like since COVID and since the expansion of fans, of people collecting in the hobby, I feel like they have not done their due diligence with their infrastructure, with their customer service, with their support. What the things that they've been doing this last year have not been very good for their business. So let's talk about cons. Customer service, far and away, biggest con. They So one of the things in this video is going to be unboxing. This is a batch that I requested from them, that I've owned these cards for quite a while. I requested this batch January 17th of this year. I received them today. Today is July 6th. So that's 6 months. You tell me in what business that you would be good with waiting 6 months to receive something that's paid for and that you own. It's beyond ridiculous. You can't compare it to like sending cards to PSA and PSA taking a year, because PSA is providing a service that you have not received yet, and that is grading the card, slabbing the card, and then they have millions of them. This is cards that are in stock, on hand, and that they just decide that they're gonna just wait 6 months before they're gonna box them up for me and ship them to me. Why do I know this to be true? With this shipment, so I requested this in January, I paid $19.74, priority, not rushed, okay? So no matter what, pretty much they're gonna send priority mail most of these packages, unless you're just buying a couple cards. So $19.74 I paid in January. I received them 6 months later. Previous shipment, I did a shipment in April. It would be these Dolphins cards that I've got here, and some PSA graded Tatis. I had a 37 card batch, 37 cards, and I paid up on the shipping. I paid express rushed. Paid $76 for the shipping for that batch for 37 cards, and I got them a week later. So because I paid up on the shipping, they're like, okay, we'll legitimately get him his cards in a week. But since he only paid $19.74 priority on this shipment, we're going to wait 6 months before we're even going to deal with it. And I've been complaining. This is where their customer service comes in. I've been complaining to them. Note that when I put this order in, it told me it would take 4 months. So they've gotten blind to the fact that they're doing very poor business practices, and I've also gotten used to that is going to be the case. But after it reached 4 months, so once it got to May, I started emailing them, and generally they do not respond to their emails, to customer service emails. It was just a horrible situation. I don't know. I feel like the business went downhill once they added eBay auctions, because I feel like they prioritize eBay auctions over their own dealings. If someone's buying cards on their site and then you request the cards, there is no reason to me why it would take, more than a couple weeks, because obviously it could be backed up if just thousands of people are requesting at the same time. But then hire more people to get the stuff out. Like, it just does not make any sense. It's really hard for me to tell new people in the hobby to use them, because I've had my negative repercussions with them. And like I said, I still use them. I have an order in place right now, which they messed up, but I'm not going to go into that. All right, so let's try to move on from the cons. The customer service is pretty terrible, but like I said, if you love the hobby, like if you're into star stock, like you like to flip, the thing about Check Out My Cards is you're flipping cards that you actually see. Like, that's what I don't trust about star stock. I mean, they're new to the game. You're just saying, okay, this is a PSA 9 candidate, this is a PSA 10 candidate, and you never see the cards, and you're trading back and forth like a commodity. on Check Out My Cards, you see a pretty decent scan of the card that you're dealing with. So I do recommend them for certain things, but just be careful when it comes to cashing out, how long it's going to take. All right, so by the way, I love this set. I got 12 out of the 13 Miami Dolphins. It's the Perfect Season Anthology from 2013 Sport Kings. Amazing set. I love this Kuchenberg auto. He's got the 17-0 in the auto. So I'm going to get these all graded through HGA. And then hopefully down in the future, I'm going to use slab. Let's see, slab stocks? No, not slab stocks. There's so many slab companies, I'm getting them confused. But there's one where you can mount your slabs onto the wall. I think that it would be cool to get this set all slabbed and then mounted on the wall. But the only reason I don't have all 13, I don't have the kicker. I don't have Garo Premium. The person that had all these on Check Out My Cards, he wanted the same price that he was charging $200 for Don Shula. He wants $200 for Garo also. So hopefully get it some other time, but I'm not paying $200 for a kicker. Kicker that messed up the Super Bowl. We would have beat them 17-0 if he would have made that kick in the undefeated season. All right, that's rambling right there. So let's see. In case you didn't see my first video, I am a Miami Dolphins and San Diego Padres collector. So majority of my cards are going to be those two things. Let's see how they package this up. We got receipts on top. Right. Looks like most of the commons are probably going to be in there. All right. Let's go through the comments quickly. Let's see, I'm already at 12 minutes of this video. You can see there's like 130 cards there. And they put these little, this is how they identify them, I guess. They have these little slips on the back. All right. We got an old Paul Warfield card. We got a Mark Loretta Legacy. So if I'm getting like an old card, there's probably a reason. Yeah, it's the Legacy are numbered to 99. So that's cool. Jacob Nix Green, numbered out of 99. Check this card out, yeah, Aztec fans. Donnell Pumphrey. Flawless, numbered out of 20. That is a beauty. Never did anything in the NFL, but he's one of the college greats. Joey Lucchesi. He's no longer on the Padres, I don't believe. Devontae Parker Museum, numbered to 60. Hopefully they have an awesome year this year. I'm looking forward to it. We got one of those Tua Instants, and then another one, different version. We got a Jacob Nix. You can tell Jacob Nix was cheap. I picked him up. And this one's numbered out of 50, green. Don't really know where he's at in the farm system or what. We got a chrome Chris Paddock. He's not really living up to expectations, I don't think. All right, we got a piece of the game, Tony Gwynn bat card. We got a scorer rookie, numbered 1 out of 99, Paddock. Christian Wilkins, I love this guy. Is it numbered out of 50 out of Clemson. That's beautiful. We've got Michael Baez, number to 25, platinum. And Christian Wilkins again. That's illusion. Hosmer. It's probably a gold. Yep, gold, number to 2020. We got a Noah. I'm not even going to try to say his last name. Hopefully he does well this year. Number to 199. We got a Paddock. And it's just a X-Fractor, it looks like. There's a Tatis. Rookie year. Greatest players. Like it. Paddock pink. Very cool. Tim Foley, old school. What is that, 73? 75, my bad. I don't know the 70s cards that well. This is cool. Triple patch. Culpepper, Leftwich, and McNabb. Numbered out of 50. We got an Under the Lights blue. Numbered out of 35. Tua. Preston Williams, numbered in 249. There's a Tatis base rookie. Looks like we got two of them. Heck yeah. He could be one of the best ever. I hope so. I love this set. Flair Showcase. I believe it's 98. Oh, 99. My bad. These cards are so sharp. Got the 13 in the background. Got a Brian Hartline, numbered out of 5. I don't know if that's a gold or what. We got a Tua orange, numbered out of 20. Very cool. We got an old Earl Morale. I think it's Earl Morale. He's the one that deserves the credit for the undefeated season. He manned it at quarterback most of the season, and Greasy came in at the end, cleaned it up. Howard Twilly. I don't know why I said Tilly. Jake Peavy jersey card, numbered out of 50. We got another Lucchese jersey card. We got a Jerickson Profar, numbered to 99. That's cool. We got a Gesicki Prism die cut, numbered to 199. We've got a Tatis refractor, second year, 2020. We got a Grisham Stadium Club rookie. We got a Grisham Stadium Club rookie red foil. Michael Baez pink. CJ Abrams, I just saw he got hurt. This is the first edition. That's not good, but maybe next year. He doesn't have a spot he could play anyway. He's a second, third baseman, or shortstop, third baseman, I think. Tua Prestige. Tua Elite. Wow, this is taking a while. Yeah, let's do this quicker. Munoz, Grisham. Another Tua. Here's a Michael Baez auto. Michael Baez chrome. Chad Pennington base from Ultimate Collection, number 275. You have the Sapphire. Derek Norris, Will Myers, Tyson Ross. We got a Zach Thomas jersey, double jersey. Jarvis Landry. We got a Tatis. And the card just looks fake. Look at the gold. I mean, it actually looks cool, but I guess I haven't had one of these in my hands. It just looks, I don't know, it looks photoshopped. It's weird. Hard to explain. Christian Wilkins towel patch. Pretty cool. Pretty sure this is numbered low. Or maybe it's not numbered at all. All right. Kuchenberg. Tua numbered to 100, Tua numbered to 100, Tua, I think that's purple. Tua numbered to 100, Tua silver, Paddock, Tua purple, that's got to be numbered to 20, Tua blue, Tua green and yellow, Tua and Jalen Hurts Galactic, I believe is what those are called. They have that special. And then there's one with Jerry Jeudy, Tua black, Tua orange, Tua red, Tua green. Going for the rainbow there. Michael Baez, auto refractor, Larry Zonka, Ryan Klesko, premiere date. This has a premiere date stamp on it. I don't know if it's numbered. 58 out of 99. Mackenzie Gore, cracked ice. Michael Baez, rookie threads. Christian Wilkins, numbered to 97. You get the idea. I've been picking these up. This would have been in 2020. I was picking these up from last summer on for a while and just, decided to cash them out. Jim Kick refractor, Paddock limited, Paddock Phoenix, Paddock playoff, El Nino nickname, Tatis mythical, Tatis gallery of stars, Jarvis Landry rookie. There's a hollow Tatis second year, Christian Wilkins rookie, Tatis base, Grisham rookie, numbered to 50, Ryan Weathers, Xavier Edwards, Gesicki rookie, Devontae Parker, Roger Staubach, Greasy, Larry Zonka, Mercury Morris, Jake Scott, Bill Stanfield, or Morrill, Devontae Parker, National Treasures to 99. Here's another one of those golds. I'm intrigued. Tua cracked ice numbered to 23. And Matt Strom gold. Alright, so those are the loose common ones. Then we got, what do we got in these? Oh yeah, there's a good one. Tua patch auto from Alabama, numbered to 99, on card auto. That's a beautiful card. Let's put that up. And then Tua from 2017. I don't know why that one gets top loader. I'm pretty sure it's not worth that much. Oh, I have another thing here. This is definitely going to be a long video. I apologize, but if you're still with us, thank you for hanging out, checking my stuff. Mail days are fun, especially when you're actually having a mail day. This looks like Project 2020. This is Tony Gwynn from Project 2020. Those aren't worth very much. So we see some graded here, Tatis, and then some cards that deserve to be in holders apparently. Paddock gold. This is a Phoenix gold numbered to 10. I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure it's not worth much. Paddock hasn't really done anything yet. Number 4 out of 10. I like it. Alright, we got Ermsey, I believe that is. Another Project 2020. I don't know the name of that one. And then there's that one, okay. And then the last ones are graded. There we go. There's a nice one. Tatis, PSA 10 rookie. Heck yeah. And finally, Paddock, PSA 10. And the complete set, Tatis, PSA 10. Very cool. All right, so once again, I really didn't want to focus on cons. I was very bitter that the shipment took from January to July. It's just terrible business practice. But like I said, I've been with these guys since 2009, so you can take it for what it is. I would love to read in the comments below if you guys have pros or cons for Check Out My Cards. But if somehow you've made it this far, I super appreciate it, and thanks for checking out my video. Later.